Right. What's good, Yang? It's me, General Tank. I think you all remember how I left off my last video. That was a sucky day. That was a sucky day. I left that day feeling very, very pissed off. Like, so pissed off. It didn't get any better. I remember loading up my Xbox 360 world, and then dying in a cave to cave spiders, and losing my full set of iron, and my iron tools, and all of it. Yeah, that's just real amazing. Then I remember loading up a world. I was playing with my sister. Died to a drowned with a trident because it does more damage than a netherite sword. For God's sakes. Yeah, he in the middle of the ocean. No respawn point. Respawned at regular spawn. Just away from all my stuff. I lost everything I had in 3 different playthroughs. Holy shit, man. I mean, I can rebuild. It's just going to be really, really goddamn annoying. I have this diamond hoe. And I have enough iron to make myself a full set again, I believe. But it's just like, ugh. And all those diamonds. Because a good amount of that diamonds, I believe, or no, I remember, were, to be fair, from the ancient city. But 8 other diamonds, or more than 8, because I crafted a chest plate and a pickaxe, were not from that ancient city, and I lost those. And that makes me so pissed off. My shield, which I'd had for so long. So I think, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta get back against the warden somehow, one day. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I will. But first, I think I'm gonna repair all my shit. Gather them. I just need some wood right now so I can make a shield for myself again. It's just damn. Like really, it's just like damn. That sucks. But I mean, like, the base is still here, and it's not like I somehow lost any of the animals, which will, you know. This base supplies me so well that I can somewhat easily pick myself up again if I fall down. And you know, it's a good thing because I still had my... God, I forgot about that iron sword that I traded to get. Oh, had an enchantment on it. Guess we're going back to old Sharpie. That's the name of this sword, by the way. Yeah. So, I'm gonna make myself another shield, make myself new boots and helmet, repair the existing legs. God, I had a lot of torches on me too. That just pisses me off. I mean, coal is in abundance, but it's just like, God. Yeah, that was pretty sucky. Hey, at least I've still got these diamond leggings. Yeah, I'll just be right back with you when that happens. Alright, so I've repaired my stuff. Actually, I took a little damage just now from a skeleton in a village. Because I went to the village to see if I could get anything, you know, mostly experience. My pickaxe broke, but I figured that was mostly fine, not because of the stone pickaxe, more so because it would cost less to just build a new pickaxe. Even though that logic is applicable to my sword as well, I decided I'll repair the sword. Wasted 4 iron ingots on that, so probably not going to happen again. And you may be wondering why I have bone meal and shears in my hotbar, also a hoe. That's because the hoe is because I'm remaking the farm, because I feel like I'm running low on wheat and seeds. So I'm like, you know, maybe I shouldn't have torn down the farm. I don't even know why I did that, you know, to begin with. You know, but it is what it is. The thing now is that bone meal is because I'm trying to get red flowers. And the red flowers are for red dye. The shears are for wool, for making cushions. So I can make red cushions, because I've decided if I want to get my get back on the warden, if I want good luck for the future, I need help from a higher power. I'm a man of God now. But not any God. The God of the one most beautiful thing in the world, the one true God. And that is not the God of cobblestone. It's the God of copper. I'm making a church. A copper church. To praise the most important and precious material in the whole world. It came to me in a dream. It's the only way. It needs to be done. So I'm going to make a church. I'm going to need seats in the church. Oh, god damn it. Obviously, I'm going to need seats in the church. So I'm going to use cushions. I'm going to make them red. Whatnot. For seats, put them on, I can't talk right now. Put them on stairs to make good, realistic seats, chairs, and whatnot. Unfortunately, I don't think you can make copper stairs, even though you can make, like, basically copper anything you want, but except for copper stairs. Because, look, you got, like, I don't know, maybe? No, you can't. You got your copper blocks, you got your copper grates, you got your cut copper, you got your blocks of raw copper, you got waxed copper. But you can't make copper stairs, unfortunately. But that's fine, that's fine. I can do without, even if it's unfortunate. Copper God won't be displeased. He created copper with limitations. He couldn't grant us... Copper Heaven is an achievable place, you see, but... It's a place only achievable to the most devoted, which is obviously me, because, I'm literally making a church for crying out loud. Anyways, so right now I need roses, because I need a lot of red dye. Unfortunately, I don't think I've seen a single rose throughout the entire playthrough so far. Lots of everything else, just no roses. So the quest must begin. This is the journey. My holy calling. Copper God himself has called upon me to build his church and spread the word. I think that would make me high priest, because I'm the only priest. And maybe the Pope of the Copper Church as well. I learned a scary thing the other day, is that if villagers die, they don't respawn naturally in villages. So if every villager in a village dies, the village is just empty. It's horrifying. I figured the best remedy to that, or at least the best failsafe, is just keep my distance from the village, specifically during the night. Because, this sort of looks like a doorway. There's like a chance. I think mobs will spawn more so when you're near. So if I'm away from the village, it won't load in. Ow, goddamn. And mobs aren't going to spawn in the village. The bad mobs, like zombies and whatnot. Make sense? If you don't get it, that's your problem, bro. Just learn. If I put bone meal on a poppy, will that work? Nope. There's no point in not getting this. But I need a rose. The quest for the rose begins. So I'm not sure exactly how many seats I'm planning on making. I'm gonna need more than like 6 or something. It's got to have, I think they're called pews in a church, actually, the seats. So it's gonna have rows of pews, and I'm imagining maybe 3, or I might be stupid. So I'm going to need, well, first of all, let's just, why not? I'm imagining maybe 12, 24, it's 30, maybe 30 cushions. Yes, this church will be able to seat 30 people, plus me, because I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna build a lectern as well. I gotta write the Copper Bible. It's a big task. But Copper God deemed me worthy. At first I thought copper may have been a curse. Then I thought it was a blessing. Then a bit of both. Till I came to the conclusion. I was chosen by God to lead his holy crusade against the non-believers. Which is why I had to commit genocide against the pillagers. We just came over that real quick. But, yep. So I'm making relatively good progress with the amount of dye I'm getting. Realistically, I only need 28 red dye. The rest of the wool can be easily acquired. Move yourself, you fat bastard. Change plans. I actually found enough poppies to make enough red dye. But I also believe I'm going to need a lot of wax. A bee... bee combs, honeycombs, whatever the hell they're called, to oxidize. No, to prevent oxidization. I am really struggling right now, if you could not tell. To prevent oxidization of the copper blocks, and I believe you attract bees to your beehives that you make by planting flowers around them. So you know. Oh, 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 Copper God sends his hardest tests to his strongest soldiers. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But if Copper God demands it, then I must. As you can see, I have created a seat to sit on, to sit upon. With my seat, I can make pews. Of course, the only thing being left to do is, well, you know, make the goddamn church. However, Copper God doesn't tell me everything, and I don't know exactly what I want to do with the church, or where I want to put it. And I also don't still have enough honeycombs to wax every copper block. I'm trying to get bees in here. I don't know how to get bees in here. It's very annoying, you know. But like, I'm working on it. I'm thinking maybe I clear out a large patch, build it and cover it up. You know, cover up this whole area so I can build the church right here, right next to the base. Makes sense, right? Makes sense to me. You know, just gotta get enough honeycombs and whatnot. And I know I have a shit ton of copper blocks, but I'm worried maybe, or I have copper ingots. I'm just worried maybe I don't have enough. But then I realize, one full stack, also 60. Then there's another full stack, and there's another full stack, and there's 56. And then I'm probably going to find more copper if I look. I won't even need to look hard at all. Look soft, and I'll just find copper everywhere.
Phrasing?
Because I'm blessed by Copper God, which is why this whole thing is happening, anyways. But I also created this lectern, and I got this book. Could have sworn that I wrote in the book. That was weird. Anyways, so, you know, all's well that ends well. Wait, what am I saying? And why? Get a grip. Anyways, Copper God, Copper Church, all the good stuff. It's progressing pretty well, actually. I'm just thinking on what I want to do for the church look, what the church should look like. So I'm thinking double doors. So it's gonna be not like crazy wide. Like if I say wide, I don't mean like that, but like it's gonna have double doors and maybe like 3 blocks on each side sticking out from the double doors. So you know that's 8 blocks, maybe 10. I'm immediately going back on that not very wide thing. I want copper stairs because I found out there are copper stairs, fortunately. You know, obviously I want to. I think I'm gonna have some lightning rods as like the spike things on churches. I don't know what they're called, but you know what I'm talking about, probably. Hopefully, that's what I want on top of the church. I'm gonna have them plate facing upside down, so I could use copper bars, but I feel because it's got to be like in a row, which is a lot of lightning rods. But do I want to use all the copper bars? No, because they're all going to connect to each other, and it's not going to look like the spikes. I've never been to a church before. If you couldn't, actually, I think I have, but I'm not a church-going person. I don't go to church on Sundays. Of course, now I'll have to go to church every Sunday because I'm building a church. What's Minecraft's version of Sunday? I could calculate that if I could find how. Is there a thing to tell me how many days I've been playing? I feel like there is. You know? Well, if I somehow found out how many days I'd be playing, I could calculate and find out which day would be Minecraft Sunday, or, the day I created the world. I'm not God, by the way. It's just like, the day I was born, everything was born. Except for Copper God. Copper God existed before me. He's all-powerful, almighty, you know? Copper is the most blessed material. Maybe I gotta switch it up with the flowers, add some more flavor than pink petals and poppies. Maybe like a cornflower here. And all these pink petals should go right in front because the bees around here are acclimated to having like they're all acclimated to consuming and partaking of the pink petals. And then I'll have just like one of these, a dandelion. Ah. So castle work's a bit delayed by my sudden quest to build a church. Now I'll come back to you when I've got a shit ton of dirt and I've filled this in. And would you look at that? I've cleared out the area and I've placed the beginnings of the church, the Copper Church. Got some honeycomb by running just like it was like drive-by drive-bys of the beehives. So, there's still no bees on this one, which is disappointing, but I'm sure it's an issue that will be remedied soon. Surely. For sure. And it sort of makes sense for me to finish a church before I finish the castle. I imagine the church will get finished before the castle, because one is going to be much, much larger. And it's just far more tedious. But, like, historically, kings are like blessed by God or something, I believe. I don't know. I read King Arthur and Knights of the Round Table recently in those books, and I was just like, wow, this is cool as hell. It also made me confused because I thought witchcraft and magic was evil back then, but Merlin was just like doing whatever the hell he wanted. But we'll ignore that. I don't got a Merlin. I got God, Copper God. So that's the beginning of the church right there, where I'm going to baptize myself as king. Yeah, I'm a priest and I'm a king. I think I'm the Pope. I think I should be the Pope. Makes sense, right? There's a lot of empty space down here, unfortunately. Which means there's just a lot of stuff under there. You know, just cover that up. We won't hear it when you're in the church when it's covered by salt. It's like a block in Minecraft is 3 feet thick, or is 3 feet by 3 feet. So that's a lot of sound dampener. There's nothing getting through there. But you know, I think it's actually a decent place to end the video. Oh, and another unfortunate thing. I was thinking I can light up the church by using, like, the copper bulbs. What do you mean I need blaze rods? I don't need blaze rods to make redstone, the redstone, whatever the hell the light block is called. I don't remember the name. I don't need that. It's bullshit, but whatever. So instead, obviously, the simpler way, which also makes sense, is just to make... What the hell just happened? No, not soul lanterns. Is to make... Where's the copper lantern? Oh, I watched Akira recently. That was pretty cool. Like, entirely, completely unrelated to what I'm talking about right now, but I'm just saying I watched Akira recently. I was real hella confused by the end of that movie, though. So I think this is how you make a normal lamp, but obviously I'm going to make it with copper now. I don't know how to do this, man. What the hell is a recovery compass? Waxed oxidized copper lantern. I need to know how to make a normal copper lantern. Whatever. Anyways, I think this is... It is the middle of the goddamn night right now, bro. Left my door open. I'm about to crawl back down there. Every unimaginable horror on Earth is lurking down there right now. God damn it. Probably gotta smack something. Something spawned. I didn't take that long, did I? What? What is this? What is this? What is this? What? Copper God cursed me? Bro, full copper armor. Is that enchantments? Yo, what is this? Yo. No, this must be one of Copper God's tests. I see you, Copper God. Copper God sends his hardest tests to his strongest soldiers. I did... Okay, now this isn't Copper God. This is just annoying. Where did you even come from? How did you see where I was? Okay. Is there anybody else? Who else wants some? Who wants it? Anyways, I believe that's a pretty good place to end off the video. See you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Because if you don't, I will find you. Copper God will tell me exactly where to find you, and you will die.
Bye!